Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? This is Profesor Pablo with Sentence Starters, Preliminary Lesson 1, Alphabet Pronunciation. The first thing when we look at the alphabet in Spanish, we will notice that there are 30 letters as compared to 26 in the English alphabet. Point number 2, Spanish letters have a short, crisp, and quick pronunciation. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H. Quick. Point number 3, the 4 additional letters in Spanish are in red. The CH, che, the double L, ella, the ñ, and the double R, R. R is what we call rolling your R's. Now, some people might seem to have a little difficulty with rolling their R's. That's okay. It's something that you can develop over time, and if you have a rough time with it, it's not going to affect your fluency one bit at all. So we have 4 additional letters in the Spanish alphabet. They are che, ella, ñ, and R. Point number 4, the V and the B are in green. Why are they in green? Because they are pronounced the same. Be and be. We don't say ve, it's be, be, be. Now, since both are pronounced the same way, we need to clarify. If someone asks you how do you spell a word and you want to spell the word cow, which is V-A-C-A, you say be-a-se-a. But if the person doesn't know that be is a V, you need to clarify. And the way we do that is we say be de burro for a B because burro begins with the letter B, or we say be grande for a B because the B, big B, the be grande, is bigger than the V. For a V, we say be de vaca, which means the V that you use with vaca, cow, or be chica, or a small V. So be and be are pronounced be, identically. To clarify the letter B, we say be de burro, the B that comes from burro, or be grande, the big B. If it's V and we want to clarify, we say be de vaca, the V that comes from vaca, cow, or we say be chica, the small be. Point number 5, the W is in blue, and that's because it's more commonly called W than W. But it has 2 names, W or W. Some people that are native speakers will say W, and others will say W. There is no one way better than the other. Perhaps more common, though, is W. Point number 6, the H is in orange because it's silent and not ever pronounced. The word for man is hombre, H-O-M-B-R-E. Hombre. You don't hear the H, do you? Don't say hombre. Hombre. Anytime you see an H, pretend the letter doesn't even exist. It's not even there. Don't pronounce it. All right, so to review, we have 30 letters in the Spanish alphabet, 26 in English. The 4 additional letters in Spanish are che, ella, ñ, r, indicated in red. We have the B and the V, be, be. They're pronounced the same. So how do we clarify the spelling? For the letter B, we say be de burro, the B from burro, or be grande, the big B. To clarify V, we say be de vaca, the V that comes from the word vaca, cow, or be chica, the small be. We also have the W. The W more commonly is said W, and the other form of saying W is doble be. The H is silent. Don't pronounce it, ever. All right, let's pronounce the letters now in practice. Just listen the first time. A, B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y, Z. We said that letters are short, crisp, and very quickly pronounced. Let's try it again. Repeat after me. A, B, C, Che, D, de, de, a, a, a. It might be easier for you to pronounce them with me. A, B, C, Che, D, A. Let's try that first line again. A, B, C, Che, D, A. Get into it. You got to own this. A, B, C, Che, D, A. The second line. F, He, H, I, J, K. Now, a lot of times when you say jota, it has another meaning to it, and it's kind of a nasty meaning. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but people that speak Spanish will giggle and they will laugh. So they're not laughing the way you're pronouncing the word or the letter jota. They're pronouncing that jota by itself means something else. Okay? Let's try that second line again. F, H, I, J, K. Okay, repeat after me. F, F, Hey, Hey, H, H, I, J, J, K. The second line. F, Hey, H, I, J, K. Let's try the third line. Listen first. L, A, M, N, N, kind of like a NY in Canyon, N, and O. Again, listen. L, A, M, N, N, O. All right, let's say it together. L, A, M, N, N, O. Let's try the whole line. L, A, M, N, O. Again. L, A, M, N, O. Let's go back up to the first line. A, B, C, Che, D, A. A, B, C, Che, D, A. Second line. F, H, I, J, K. F, H, I, J, K. The third line. L, A, M, N, O. All right, let's try line number 4. P, Q, like cuckoo. P, Q, R. The tip of your tongue goes on the top of your mouth. R. Above your teeth, and the sound just kind of rolls out. R. S, T. Listen one more time. P, Q, R, S, T. P, Q, R, S, T. Let's try it together. P, Q, R, S, T. One more time. P, Q, R, S, T. And the last line. U, B, W, X, Y, Z. Again. U, B, W, X, Y, Z. Everybody knows X, Dos X, the beer, Dos X. All right, let's try the line together. U, B, W, X, Y, Z. All right, let's repeat together. U, B, W, X, Y, Z. Now just sit back and listen to me pronounce the entire 30-lettered alphabet. Here we go. A, B, C, Che, D, E, F, H, I, J, K, L, A, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y, Z. In Spanish, we have a saying, repetition is the mother of learning. It goes like this. La repetición es la madre de la enseñanza. And it's true. The more you go over this, the better you'll learn these, and you know the sound system forever. You have to know the sound system. You simply have to know how to pronounce the letters. All right, let's try it together. All the way through. A, B, C, Che, D, E, F, H, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y, Z. And pronounce it like a game, like you're having fun. Do whatever you have to do to memorize the alphabet. You're never going to have to recite the alphabet, but you don't really have to memorize it, but you have to be able to pronounce the letters correctly. So you could say ABC, like Michael Jackson, the little ABC, 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 che, de, a, ABC, che, de, a. Go after it with a vengeance. The first line, A, B, C, che, de, a. You got it. The second line, F, G, H, I, J, K. Kind of like a whack-a-mole. Hit each letter like it's a whack-a-mole popping up and hit it hard. Let's try the third line. L, L, M, N, Ñ, O. The fourth line. P, Q, R, R, S, T. And the last line. U, B, W, X, Y, Z. Now pick out the few letters that might give you difficulty and hammer them over and over again. For example, if it's a double L, ella, 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 ella. You might have problems with the ñ, 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 ñ. What about the letter H? H, 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 H. Repetition is the mother of learning. Take whatever letters that are tough for you and hit them hard. Practice, 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 and you'll get it. If you know 26 of the 30 letters, you don't need to keep studying and practicing the 26 letters. Take the 4 that you don't know and hit those hard. Once you get one of those mastered, you only have 3 left. So process of elimination. All right, let's do a final wrap. 30 letters in the Spanish alphabet, 26 in English. The additional 4 letters in the Spanish alphabet are in red. They are che, ella, ñ, and r. The B and the V are in green. Why? They're pronounced the same. Be, 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 be. Pronounced the same. So how do you clarify the spelling on a word? Well, if the word is spelled with the letter B, you say B de burro, the B from the word burro, or you say B grande, the big B. Now, if you want to tell somebody it's a V, in English, it's the English V, you say B de vaca, the B that comes from the word vaca, which is a V. Or B chica, the small V. The H is in orange. Why? It's silent. Hombre. You don't say hombre. Hombre. When you say hola, I say hola every lesson. Hola, it's spelled H-O-L-A. Don't say hola. Hola, hola, hola. Pretend the H is not even there. Forget about it. The W is in blue. Why? Because it can be pronounced 2 different ways. Doble U or doble B. A lot of people say, more commonly, doble U. So I think we've hit all the points on the alphabet. A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y, Z. This alphabet lesson is longer than most in duration, but we want to make sure that when we start out that you can pronounce each letter correctly and confidently. And as I said before, the easiest way to learn the alphabet is don't keep practicing so much the ones that you pronounce well and correctly and easily. Focus on any letter that might cause you difficulty. Work on it, work on it, and work on it. One last time before we sign off. A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, Y, Z. Muy bien, es todo por ahora y muchas gracias por acompañarme. This is Profesor Pablo signing off. Cambio fuera.